Thank you for being here. My name is Chief Shon Barnes, Shonbarnes. We're on the scene of an officer-involved shooting, which occurred today around 1:30 p.m. Around 1:30 p.m., officers were dispatched by a community member who called 911 to state that a person was walking on Othello toward MLK, and that person was carrying a weapon, waving that weapon, and the person did not have a shirt on. Officers responded to the area almost immediately. As you know, our substation precinct is just up the road where they encountered this person. Officers got out, attempted to talk to the subject. The subject advanced on the officers. The officers dispatched their weapons, one rifle and one handgun, at which time it stopped the movement of this person. The person went down still holding the weapon. Officers used a 40 millimeter sponge round to dislodge the weapon from the person's hands, and then they immediately began to render aid until the fire department got here and took over. Unfortunately, this person has passed from their injuries. As you know, all of these officer-involved critical incidents are investigated by King County Force Investigation Team. So what you're seeing behind us is the scene basically being preserved so that they can come out and do a thorough and an independent investigation. The investigation and all of its contents and findings will be under the purview of the King County Force Investigation Team, which is an independent investigatory body. It's also important to note that just feet from where this happened, where the person was walking towards, it's an elementary school. So officers did place the elementary school on a brief lockdown. That lockdown has been lifted, and there is no further danger to the community at this particular time. If you have a few questions, I will try to answer those, just keeping in mind that this is early on in an investigation, and any conclusions about what happened here today will be done independently from the King County Force Investigation Team.
You mentioned that the individual had, I believe, a handgun.
That is correct.
Was it loaded? Do you know?
We have recovered the weapon. However, the weapon is in evidence until it's turned over to the King County Investigation Team. It would not be appropriate to manipulate that weapon. It would not be appropriate to do anything other than make sure that it's in a safe place for the investigatory team to come out.
Put this in perspective for our viewers. How big of a deal is it to be shutting down an intersection, shutting down light rail? It's the middle of the day. Officers, opening fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is it a big deal?
I think it is. I think, well, actually, for me, public safety is a big deal, no matter what we're responding to. But it's important to note that there will be some disruption to the community, and we're going to work as swiftly as we can. But in these cases, speaking as someone who's done these investigations before, it is more important, I think, to be thorough than it is to be timely.
How did he make himself known at the precinct? Did he come in with the weapon showing and saying something?
No, let me repeat that again. So I think there may have been some miscommunication there. So officers responded to a 911 call. Community member called to state that a person was walking toward MLK and Othello from Rainier with no shirt, brandishing and waving a firearm. Officers, as you know, our substation is very close. So we were here within minutes. And encountered this person walking again in this direction. As I stated, it prompted the lockdown of the elementary school, which of course has since been lifted. I can clip it if I need to. All right, good. Thanks.
Did the individual appear intoxicated or under any influence?
I can't make any conclusions right now as to what state the person may have been in. I will leave that to the investigation.